Hello, Farkam Oz here. So today I'm coming to review. I'll be comparing Club de Nuit Intense Men by Armaf against Afnan Supremacy Silver, and then eventually I'm going to let you know how close it is to Creed Aventus. This is a super fruity batch. My skin is super fruity, little smokiness. Not sure what batch number this is, but it's super fruity on my skin. So let's start off with Afnan Supremacy Silver. So pretty much what you get at the top is going to be a blast of musk, then birch, then lemon, and pineapple. For the first few seconds, it's not going to remind you of a good clone of Aventus, because pretty much what you're going to smell is the lemon and the musk, and then pretty much after the like 5 to 10 seconds, it's going to settle down to something that is really reminiscent of Creed Aventus. So for the first 2 to 3 hours, what you're going to get something that is really reminiscent of Creed Aventus, really close to the Creed Aventus scent profile. That fruity, pineapple-y, sometimes birchy and smoky, depending on the batch vibe. But then you have to bear in mind that the depth and then the richness that you get out of Afnan Supremacy Silver is not going to be as rich and dense as Creed Aventus. But then the scent profile is the same. So pretty much for the 2 to 3 hours, you're going to get something that is reminiscent of Creed Aventus, just a little bit lighter. And then after the 2 to 3 hour mark, pretty much what you're going to get is the pineapple is going to fall flat, and then the musk is going to be at the forefront, and then you're going to get a woodier base. So I would say you're going to get the Creed Aventus vibe for only 2 to 3 hours, depending on your skin. And then after that, it's going to diverge from the Creed Aventus scent. You're still going to get something that is musky, fruity, but with a woody backbone. Now, to people that are around you, though, they're not going to be able to make the difference between the Creed Aventus and Afnan Supremacy Silver, because you're going to get that fruity, a little bit of birch vibe in the air. The only giveaway might be the density that people are feeling around you, how dense the scent is. This one, Afnan Supremacy Silver, is going to feel like a crispier, fruity, birchy accord. And then Creed Aventus is going to be denser, richer, more fruity. The pineapple note in Creed Aventus is more authentic than what you're going to get here. And then eventually it goes away and the musk just is amped up. Pineapple falls flat, and then and then you're left with a woodier base. To the wearer, because of these variation, you're gonna definitely know. So if you love Creed Aventus, there's something, a specific scent profile in a Creed Aventus that just hooks you. This is not gonna do anything for you, because that's gonna be missing from it. So to the wearer, depending on what category you fit in. So if Creed Aventus is definitely something that does something for you, there's just something particular about it that just grabs you, this is not going to work. You're definitely going to know the difference. You're not going to like it. If you like Creed Aventus, there's nothing specific that grabs you out of it, and then you're just looking for a substitute, this would do. You're still going to know the difference, but it's not going to bother you as much. That's what I'm trying to say. Next will be... before I go to Club de Nuit Intense, performance. So this stays on my skin pretty well. So on average, 5 sprays stays for like 8 to 9 hours with a really good projection, crisp, like I said. And then the sillage is really good as well. So performance is really good on that. So next, moving on to Club de Nuit Intense for Man by Armaf. So pretty much what you're gonna get at the top is a blast of birch, then lemon. The lemon is really prominent in the opening, and then you're gonna get a fruity accord. My nose picks up blackcurrant here, but then we associate that blackcurrant note to the Creed Aventus pineapple note. I think the reason being that the tanginess from the blackcurrant mixed with the lemon note gives that acidic vibe that a pineapple usually has. Hence the comparison with Creed Aventus, the fruity pineapple-y accord in Creed Aventus. We compare this to. But the opening, though, for the first 5 to 10 minutes is gonna be really different from Creed Aventus. Sure, it's gonna give you that fruity vibe, but it's gonna be really different from the Creed Aventus opening or scent profile. And then 10 to 5 minutes is going to settle down and start resembling Creed Aventus. To my nose, though, there's a differentiator between these two that I pick up. Especially, there's a rose water core that is added and is not muted or doesn't play a supporting role to the fruity core in Club de Nuit Intense format. In Creed Aventus, that rose note is a supporting note, so you don't smell it distinctively. You just smell a fruity core and then some nuances. So it's just in the background, but it plays a supporting role to that fruity core and the birchy accord, depending on the batch that you get. But in Club de Nuit Intense, formatted by Armaf, my nose is able to pick that rosewater note there. It's subtle, but it is a distinctive note. That's what I'm trying to say. So for the first 4 hours, you're pretty much going to get something that is really reminiscent of Creed Aventus, with good performance, a good depth. It's not as rich as Creed Aventus, but then it is semi-rich. Let's say that. And then after the 4 hours, pretty much it's going to turn into a woodier base. And then it's gonna sway away from the Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus, you wear it from beginning up until the end, like 9 hours later, you still have that fruity core. That consistency is there when it comes to that fruity core, the fruity pineapple core, and then the density and the richness. So that's what differentiates Creed Aventus from the clones. Usually, the clones are gonna mimic it for a period of time, and then they will turn into something of a lesser magnitude or something completely different, like in Afnan Supremacy Silver, where it turns musky, a little bit fruity, and then woodier. Performance on Armaf CDNIM Intense on me is average. I get between 6 to 7 hours of good projection, and it becomes close to the skin after that. So I would say 6 to 7 hours is a performance out of Club de Nuit Intense by Armaf. Now, if I was going to rate all these, so I would say Creed Aventus is definitely a 10 out of 10. Is well blended. That aura that you get out of Creed Aventus when you wear it from beginning to end is just amazing. It is fresh. It's well blended. The quality of the ingredient is there. It is just great. For me, though this is a 10 out of 10, Creed Aventus doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't grab me. There's no something specific in Creed Aventus that just grabs me like the other offering in the house. That's why I don't have a full bottle. But for those in the house that just grab me and I just can't do without them, I do have full bottle. So my favorite, Bois de Portugal, followed by Green Irish Street, and then Royal Oud. There's just something in these three that they just do it for me, and I couldn't go for either a clone because there was just something really particular about those three scents that just grabbed me, and I couldn't find that replicated in the clone. So I decided to save my money and then get a full bottle. With Creed Aventus, I cannot say the same thing. So a clone would do. That's what I'm saying. And even the clone, I don't wear them that much because I have other wonderful fragrances. So I would say Creed Aventus is a 10 out of 10 for me. I appreciate the quality and then what it does. Moving on to Armaf Club de Nuit Intense, I would say that will be an 8 out of 10 for me. It is good. The scent on its own is good, a good scent. In terms of cloning, yes, it does give you what you want depending on what category you fall in. So if, like I said, you're going to towards Creed Aventus because there's something that just hooks you in, the clones are not going to do it for it. I know there's a price factor that comes in. You have to know how much it is worth possessing or buying, spending that much to get that effect. But then overall, you're still going to be aware of it, and then it might keep you wondering over and over if you should go for the original or not, even if you have a clone. So I would say Armaf Club de Nuit Intense, I would give it an 8. It is good. It does a good job at mimicking Creed Aventus for the first 4 hours, minus the first 5 to 10 minutes where it is trying to settle down to the Creed Aventus scent profile. Then after that, it changes a little bit. Becomes woodier, and then that sweeter core progressively goes away. So an 8 out of 10 for that one, because it's the closest to Creed Aventus. And then eventually, Afnan Supremacy Silver will be a 7.5 out of 10 for me. It does a good job of copying the scent profile of Creed Aventus, but then there's no depth like what Club de Nuit Intense for Men has. So I would say 7.5 out of 10 right after Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. So again, thank you for watching. If you own any of these, let me know your impressions down in the comment section below. Again, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and then take care. Bye.